Howdy ho, and welcome boys and girls to Rob's Arcade. As always, I'm your host, Rob French, and today's episode of Rob's Arcade should prove to be a especially awesome one. Now, a few weeks ago, I did my very first toy unboxing video, and I had a lot of fun with it, and I think it turned out pretty good, but I want to do a few more of these and see if I can't get even better at them. So today, I thought I would get in a little practice with a very special action figure. A McFarlane Toys Batman action figure. And if you're wondering what makes this toy so special, aside from being a mystery, well, it's special for three very simple reasons. It's been a very long time since I bought myself an action figure. It's been an even longer time since I bought myself a McFarlane Toys action figure. And if you don't know what a McFarlane toy is, or who Todd McFarlane is, then hop on Google, then come back to this video. McFarlane Toys, I've always loved them, I always will love them, and in my opinion, McFarlane Toys just makes the best action figures out there.
McFarlane Toys, you don't get any better. That's why I came here today, from McFarlane Toys.
So you can see this little guy is special for a lot of reasons. There's a lot of long-time first in this little toy right here. Now, when I first learned that McFarlane was going to be doing a run on the DC Universe, which I've got to say is just insane when you think about it. McFarlane Toys got their start back in the early 90s making toys for one of their main characters, Spawn, Todd McFarlane's Spawn. That's all they did. Over the years, they've branched out, done a lot of lines for a lot of different franchises, and have made some really cool toys. And now, some 30 years later, McFarlane Toys is doing a run on the DC Universe for DC Comics, one of their largest competitors. This is absolutely stellar. Now, once I learned, of course, that McFarlane Toys was going to be doing a run, I knew I was going to be getting one of these beauties. Just wasn't sure which one, and it wouldn't be an easy choice because McFarlane Toys didn't just do one figure per character. They did multiple variations for all of their staple characters, like Harley Quinn, Wonder Woman, Superman, and of course, yes, even Batman. Now, of course, I'm going to go with my man Batman, but still the choice would not be easy. Would I go with the Detective 1000 variants? Would I go with the Arkham Knight Batman, the Hellsuit Batman, or Batman from the animated series? My choice would not be easy. Or would it? Alright, now when I got to my local department store, my choice was made a little bit easier because although they did have a lot of the McFarlane DC Universe figures to choose from, they only had two variations of the Batman. Probably because he's the best and the most popular character in the DC Universe. My final decision would come between Batman, the Arkham Knight figure, and Batman from the animated series, which still would not be an easy decision because both figures are really awesome. In fact, all of the figures from the McFarlane toy lines are really awesome.
See, that's why I like McFarlane Toys, because of the detail.
But ultimately, I had to go with Batman from the animated series. Oh, get some light in there. Here we go. Huh? What a beautiful action figure. Now, don't get me wrong. The Arkham Knight figure was really cool. Very dark looking, really edgy, a lot of detail, some very cool accessories. But at the end of the day, this guy won out because I simply couldn't get past the fact that I could see Batman's pupils in the Batman Arkham Knight figure. Now, I know that's a stupid reason not to pick up a really cool action figure, and it's also one of the character traits from the video game. But at the end of the day, I don't want to be able to see Batman's eyes. You know, I want those sharp, triangle, whited out eyes that we know from the animated series, the movies, and of course, the comic books. Now, speaking of the animated series, that's another reason why I had to go with this figure. I grew up watching the animated series back in the 90s, and the animated series truly pumps, like pumping. Like I said, the animated series really pumped my love for this character. Now, the animated series rode in on the success of the Batman and the Batman Returns films, and rightfully so. With its like film noir style and its great storytelling, provided me with more Batman stories. And it also drove me to want to find more stories within the comics as well. So definitely the Batman movies introduced me to the character, but it was the series that really drove me to find out more about this character and really dive into who Batman was. So when I looked at this figure, it just represented that deep-rooted love for the character that I have. And then finally, I went with this character, or this figure, ultimately for the very reason I almost didn't get this figure. And that's because, well, it just looks sort of childish.
What?
Which, I know it sounds like a stupid reason not to buy a toy that looks like something a kid would play with. But when I look back at all of my old McFarlane toys, they were always really dark and edgy and gritty, like with cybernetic pieces and really bulky arms and legs, lots of cool weapons and accessories, cybernetic parts, fangs and claws, like even the good guys look pretty badass. So when I picked up this character with these skinny little legs and this giant barrel chest and these like Popeye arms, I was like, is this really the figure I want to get? But then when I thought about it more, this is exactly the figure I would have bought at the age of 12 or 13, probably from the Batman animated series line. So it actually was a no-brainer. When picking up this figure, I should have known I was going to go with him. Oh man. But enough of talking about this figure. Let's just go ahead, jump in, and check this guy out, and see what it really looks like on the inside.
Alright, now we've heard me ramble on enough about this goofy little figure. So here we go, we're going to unbox this guy, but before we do, let's just check out a little bit of the box art here. So, we've got a very nice window for the figure here. We can see all the little pieces. I hope you guys can see all the little pieces here. Now, when I used to collect McFarlane figures, they were not boxed like this. And this is actually boxed, okay? You got nice sharp corners here. When I used to get McFarlane, like, okay, actually, we're going to go a little unorthodox. Let's slide this guy out the way here. And let's show you a McFarlane figure that I used to collect way, way, way back in the day. So, this is actually a Beatles McFarlane figure. It's really big, I'm sorry. As you can see, it's just like a panel here. Oh shoot, with the hard plastic. And I'm lucky the glue has held very nicely around the edges. It's not dented, it's not damaged. This is very sharp, very clean. But these guys get damaged very easily. They can get punctured, dented, and moving. Like, I'm very lucky, I'm very fortunate. Like, even the corners aren't too badly damaged. Like, you know, like that's kind of bad, I'm sorry. But the box itself isn't too bad, but this, you know, it's very flimsy. Just plastic, you know, so. Going into this guy here, I'm really digging these sharp edges. It's got a very nice window. You can still see the figure. Now, one reason I also picked this box is because actually the very back here, let's see, I don't know if you can see, maybe if I turn this way, it's a little dog-eared. But while we're looking at the back, I'm a little disappointed. So, collecting figures growing up as a kid, you could always like pick up an action figure and kind of see the line of what was coming out. And they kind of do that with this like cover art here. Like, this is just a picture of the actress. Like, what, you know, like, it doesn't really do justice to the figures that are coming out, you know? Like, this is a cool pick, but I feel like if they showed the actual figure, you might get a better sell. I don't know. Like, when growing up, you know, you would get like a Ninja Turtles action figure and they had like all the turtles like lined up, their accessories, what they had. Like, this reminds me of Nintendo cover art where they show you what they want you to believe, and then, you know, it's like this really cool picture of like a guy with an axe and a sword, and he's like saving the woman from a dragon, and it's like these cool illustrators portraying this awesome image. But then you play the game and it's like this little like dude swooshing like a little like white line or whatever is supposed to be like that mega sword or whatever. This kind of reminds me of that, you know, like, show me the figures. I don't want to see her. I don't want to see this. Show me what the figure looks like. So, I don't know. The back art, it's a little disappointing. The side here, we got this. This is pretty cool. We got the Batman animated series. Now, actually, it was kind of like, at first I was like, wait, is this... The figure feels like it's more like Batman, like the New Adventures of Batman from the pose and the stance. But he does have like the, you know, old school, like, you know, Bat logo going on. And this series ran from like, I think it was like what, 93 to 90, no, it was 1992 to 1995. The animated series ran, and then they did like a revamp, which was like the Batman, the New Adventures of Batman in like 97 or 98. But I feel like this is like the 97, 98 Batman pose with that like 92 Batman color. Anyway, you want to go ahead and open this guy up and check him out? I think I'm ready to. Alright, so again, I kind of picked this figure because also the box was a little damaged. And I feel like if you have a very clean, sharp box, don't open it. But like I was showing you before, the back here, this little tab here is all dog-eared. See that? This guy's worth opening, right? Oh, this is so cool. This is like the first action figure I've opened up in a long, long time. Oh, so cool. Oh, there's a card. There's a card in here. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is wicked. All right. I was not expecting this. There is a card included. Okay, so a little disappointed in the back cover art. Like I said, I wanted some more like I said, when I bought like Ninja Turtle figures in the background, you had all the blah 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 other figures lined up. So this is really cool. There's a little card included as well as a base here for the action figure. Oh man, this guy looks so cool. All right, man. Okay. Look at that guy. I'm excited. I'm kind of shaking right now. Like, the first time opening up a Batman figure. I feel like the last time it was a Batman animated figure, and here we are again. This Batman is so goofy. Oh my gosh. Let's get him out here. Let's looks like we are going to need some scissors. This shape almost looked like it was cloth, but it's actually plastic. So, like I said, growing up, it was probably the Batman movies from Tim Burton that really got me interested in this. Well, actually, you know, like, I take that back. Okay, so I grew up watching Super Friends, and I knew who Batman was. Oh, come on, Batman. There we go. Growing up watching Super Friends, I knew who Batman was. I knew who Superman was. I think growing up watching Super Friends, though, like, Green Lantern was probably my favorite. Oh, man, this guy is so... Oh, my gosh. He feels so quirky and awkward, but he is so cool. This is so... Oh, my gosh. McFarlane Toys, you have absolutely 100% done it again. Oh my gosh. Oh, the joints are so tight. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. Oh. This is... Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, this is such a cool action figure. This is like exactly like, oh my, like this is what I wanted my Batman 19. Oh, his head does move. I didn't think the head moved. Oh, okay. So looking at this figure in the box, I didn't think the head moved. But it does. Oh man, this is so cool. This is, oh my gosh. Stand up for me for a second. Let me get your stand out. Okay, there we go. What a cool, cool, cool action figure. Oh my gosh. I'm taking a little pedestal here. This is a cool pedestal. Look at this. It's got the DC emblem. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Oh, man. And then it's got some really cool accessories here. 22 points of articulation. I think the Batman figure I had maybe had like 5 points of articulation or something stupid. Oh man, this guy is so cool. Like I said, like, you know, I know who Batman was from watching the Justice League growing up. I think the Green Lantern, though, was more my man. I really liked him growing up. That action figure was a really cool action figure. But like I said, the Tim Burton movie series really, really opened my eyes to this character. Just kind of taking out all the little bits and pieces here. And I'm really fortunate that it did. Like I grew up in a really good age. Oh, hear that snap? That's some good. Look, oh my gosh, look at this guy. This is insane. Let's go ahead. We'll take out. So apparently, oh, these hands come off. Here we go. Put on the new hand with the gadget here. So I'm going to pull off this fist here. The same mechanism. I think it just fell behind my closet, so I'll never see it again. And then you can put the batarang. In this hand. Oh, so cool. And then looks like the grappling gun. Oh, come on. Did I get it backwards? I don't know how the toy goes. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. This guy goes like that. Oh my gosh, perfect. And then this hand. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Right? Oh my gosh. This is such a cool action figure. It's like everything I've wanted. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm gonna go to sleep with my action figure. I'll see you guys in the morning. I thought this cape was made out of cloth, but it's not. But oh my gosh, it almost feels like it is. Like this, everything about this is like so fluid. Oh, like he's not playing. Oh my gosh, Tom McFarlane is not playing around. Like, oh my gosh, these poses. Look. Okay. I'm geeking out. This is so cool. All right. I need another one. I need one more. I think your wife was asleep.
Alright guys, well, in closing, I could not be happier about this purchase. This guy runs for about $20 at your local department stores. Well worth every penny. You know, we got a great design here, beautiful colors, beautiful paint job, 22 points of articulation, some really cool accessories. And I really look forward to picking up more of these action figures from the DC Multiverse Tom McFarlane line. I mean, you just get some really cool, you get some really cool dramatic poses, almost like here, like he's you know, he's about to take off, a little head tilt there. So really looking forward to displaying this guy somewhere here in my arcade / game room. And just really want to thank you guys for hanging out and listening to me talk about McFarlane toys, action figures, Batman, and you know, really appreciate it. And I also want to take a moment and apologize if I've seen a little distracted during this video. It's because I very much was. While putting this together, I lost my Rottweiler, Brooklyn, a baby girl of about 8-9 years. While filming, she took a terrible turn for the worse, and I actually lost her while trying to put this together. So if it seems a little rushed, again, if I seem a little distracted, I'm sorry, but have no fear. You know, Rob French will return stronger than ever in the Revengers Part 6, Age of Ragnarok. So again, thank you guys for hanging out with me in Rob's Arcade. And remember, until next time, don't spend your quarter anywhere else. And as always, man, just be awesome to each other. Later.